hard truths. So, Holly, it is you again. And you are going to talk to us about Mike Lee. Mike Lee, who is making a comedy this time. It's a laugh a minute thing about lovely, jolly characters who don't have a.
Absolutely. Laugh
yeah,
I
a
nearly did.
laugh riot. I would actually like to see like Mike Lee make a comedy. I would like to see what he thinks. I like to see what makes Mike Lee laugh. Because all I know about this is Marianne Jean-Baptiste playing a character called Poppy who doesn't like anybody, and yeah, that's about
That
it.
is
So
exactly
Like
it.
me.
So it's
Northern by any chance? That's normally in there somewhere.
very much not northern, very London.
I don't know.
Um, so it's we're quite good at not liking people in London as well, to be fair. We do have a bit of a not all of us, some of us love people, thank you very much. So it's the it's a beautiful film that's arguably a vignette because in some ways nothing happens. It opens really with the existence of Marianne Jean-Baptiste, who is just marvelous in everything she does, as this fundamentally unhappy woman who dislikes everything. She has nothing good to say about a single thing. She doesn't have a good thing to say about her husband. She doesn't have a good thing to say about her son, who lives in his sort of own world, mostly hanging out in his bedroom. He's about 21. He has his headphones on all the time. He plays flying games on his
Mhm.
computer. He reads books about planes.
he will probably tell you it's not a game; it's a flight simulator.
He would almost certainly tell you that. And he's quite a large young man, and he just sort of bumbles through life, clearly not really engaging with the world around him. Her husband, who is played by David Webber, is a builder who does house refurbishments. She has nothing good to say about him. She has a sister played by Michelle Austin, who is a hairdresser who is generally full of joy and engages very positively with the world. But they struggle to entirely relate to each other.
Yeah.
And you just watch a period of time in both their lives and the lives of Pansy's husband, Kurtley, and her son Moses, and Chantel's daughters, Kayla and Alicia, and you see their interactions with the world around them and their emotional responses to life. And the upbeat optimism sharing of the sister's family to the really closed in sadness of Pansy and her family, and a whole load of questions about how people behave. Is honesty the best policy? Does brutal
Or
honesty
is it
bring
just
happiness?
meanness?
It clearly doesn't bring happiness as you look at the sadness that Pansy experiences, and you sort of unpick, whilst not really unpicking anything, where some of her pain comes from. And it is an absolutely beautifully done film. It's total, it's just, it's Mightly personified. You would, if you didn't know it was him before you saw it, you'd watch it and go, oh yes. I know from when this came. I spot the mind behind this. And
I'm not even sure I've watched the Mike Lee film all the way through, and I know what a Mike Lee film is just by watching.
it's I'm trying to think what the first one I saw was, the sort of classic one, but
Secrets
with
and Lies.
lies. That is, I watched that decades and decades ago, and that's sublime. It is a beautiful film, and it's in some way, it has an ending that does give you the possibility for some optimism, but it also doesn't. And that's not a spoiler in any way, shape, or form, because I say it's a vignette. It is just a look into the existence of this family and how they exist, and sadness. And it's beautiful. I would say for a cinema day or cinema weekend of seeing The Brutalist, then A Complete Unknown, and then Hard Truths, there were three films that are not happy films. They are not smiley films.
Yeah.
Anybody who thinks Complete Unknown is cheerful has not actually watched the film.
Well, I think compared to the other two, I think Complete Unknown is the comedy out of this lot.
Way more cheerful, but I love some bits of it. So it's a really, really good film. I'd absolutely recommend watching it if you like films. If you go to the cinema because you want escapism, this is not a film for you. If you go to the cinema because you enjoy the experience of putting your head into a completely different space, this is a really special thing to watch.
So what you're saying is that you will not be recommending this to your mum and dad?
I will not, under any circumstances, be recommending this to my mum and dad. Well, not at this moment in time. I think it's one that would probably be very interesting at some point to watch on TV in the future.
Yeah.
And you'd probably want to watch it on the sofa with a pot of tea and
a cat to stroke or something.
And then go and watch something really upbeat afterwards that reminds you of the joy of life as well as the sadness.
Or go for a walk with a puppy.
Go with a walk with a puppy. Go cuddle a baby and hope it doesn't vomit on you. Or scream in your ear. It is a sublime film.
So how many stars are we giving Hard Truths?
5.
5 stars.
It deserves a 5. It is so well done.
I do feel like Marianne Jean-Baptiste is one of those actors that is not lauded enough, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like she has been doing great work for loads of years. Doesn't seem to worry that much of the fact that she's not lauded, and as long as she keeps working, I think she seems to be happy. And I just think, anyway, and
talented. Really.
But also at the same time, she hasn't really courted Hollywood that much. She seems to be very happy to just stay in England.
Yeah, well, she's done series and things though, because was it Law and Order she was in?
What, American Law and Order?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Law and Order. Let me check.
Oh, all right. Okay, cool. Okay, while you check that,
no, Without a Trace. Sorry.
Without a Trace. Okay, yeah.
So not quite the name recognition, but she was in that for 7 years, and she's very good in that.
Well, it goes without saying, it's Marianne Jean-Baptiste.
Of course she's good in it. Is there anything she's not good in?
Of course she's good in it.
She is a truly talented actor, and it made me think I would like to go and watch more things that she's in, because she is an interesting woman. And
in that case,
Secret Lies.
Yeah, she was in Secret Lies. Yeah, that was the first time I heard her name. All right, but in that case, if you want to see more stuff that
was her.
if you want to see more stuff that she's in, let me recommend a TV show on BBC iPlayer called "The Following Events Are Based on a Pack of Lies." That is the actual full entire title of the show.
It's going on the post-it note.
Yeah, the following events are based on a pack of lies, and she's in that one. It's a bit kind of like Moonflower Murdery. It's a bit kind of like watch it to find out. Anyway, it has Marianne Jean-Baptiste. What else do you need?